Where'd you go? Is this my internet that's slow?
I can't see live on your profile page. I can't see it.
I see us.
Okay.
Okay, well, here we are streaming live on Facebook, but you're not there anymore. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
I'm here with my friend Seema, and we're going to talk about something. How are you? What's going on over there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, having a nice day and having this beautiful life with you.
Yeah, well, it's your evening in India. What part of India are you in?
Yes. I live near New Delhi. It's called Faridabad. It's near New Delhi.
Cool. And I'm in Northern California, just over the Golden Gate Bridge in a place called Marin County. And it's absolutely beautiful. Love living here, and I love traveling. And it's actually really fun to zoom into places when you can't travel. So thank you, Zoom, for being something that we can play with. Today, we were going to talk about a class that I have coming up on, is it on Zoom? No, it's actually on Facebook. It's actually on Facebook, called Expandle. And I guess I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a background about what expanding is and why you want to do it, because I actually enjoy having a life that's peaceful and low to no stress. How about you? Do you like stress and angst?
Not at all.
So I used this tool that was taught many years ago to me when I first found Access Consciousness back in 2003. Actually,
that's a long time.
Yeah. My first class, I think, with Gary Douglas, the founder, was, I think, in 2004, after I took the foundation. But I remember him being in class and just being this amazing presence. And I was like, what is that? What is different about you? And how is it that all these things can go on and you're not affected? Because that's was interesting to me. And he said that what happens is we all contract in the face of upset and struggle. And he said that he has made a demand on himself to expand beyond his body, expand his being a minimum of 250,000 miles in all directions at all times.
Wow.
And I was like, whoa, you can do that? You can choose that? You can ask that? And I'm like, I'm choosing that. And it's really created a whole lot of ease and a whole lot of space in everything. And this is something that we choose. Nobody else can make you expand, and nobody else can make you contract. It's a choice that we each make. And it's a muscle that we need to build to be able to be that space. It's not like you can just bing, do it and stay there. Like, sure, you can choose it, but it's like a rubber band, you tend to contract back down. So I created these daily expanding exercises. And in January, I think I did it daily for a month. And then we did another one February daily for a month. And I was finding that for people to show up every single day and do this, it was a challenge for them. They would get behind or whatever, even though it was only 10 minutes a day. So this month, I thought I would do 5 days and then take a little break. You can always repeat it because since it's on Facebook, you can rewatch and revisit as often as you like whenever it works for you. But just having a group expanding with you and sharing tools about whatever's coming up for people as you're playing with this tool, it really contributes something different to your life. There are many people who have written back saying, like one lady was like, I was in the doctor's office. And when you're in the doctor's office, well, you might not have this Seema because you're a doctor, right? When you're in the doctor's office and you're waiting and the lights are on and they're late and you're like, you're just all this energy comes up and stress and concern about whatever's going to show up, whatever test you're having done. And this lady was saying, she was on I think it was the February one. She said it was amazing how all of that angst and anxiety just melted. And she realized that it was her choice, that she could go into it and she could be upset, she could be contracted, she could be stressed out and worried, or she could choose expansion and space and peace. And she said that it was incredible, the difference that was. So however it applies to you, everybody can get something out of this. And the more you choose to expand and let go of trying to figure out things, the easier and more flowing your life becomes. So that's just a little beginning explanation. I wonder if anybody has any questions. Anybody have any questions? Anybody who's on? Maybe not. So, what else would you like to know, Seema?
Yeah, so what the writer that Christine created for the class, she said if something is bothering you and if something is boring.
If something
You
is,
get what I mean?
if something's bothering you?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that which is boring to deal with.
Yeah. Well, the idea of this expandle it is something that's like a combination of what Gary was saying and something that Dane, the co-creator of Access, has been talking about over the last several months. He says, don't handle it, expandle it. So if we could handle things with our mind, we would. But most of the time, it's just turning over and over and over and over. And there is no way to figure some things out. So instead of trying to figure out stuff, deal with stuff in a logical, linear sense, we expandle it. And it either magically melts and disappears, or some other awareness comes to you about how to deal with whatever it is. So it's engaging your infinite capacities to perceive, to know, to receive information, and to be something different that allows whatever you're dealing with to change. These are the capacities of the infinite being that we are. And, when we're trying to think and figure out, we're not being our infinite being, we're being finite. Hold on one second. I'm getting messages.
That's from the Telegram side.
So what what we found is playing with this exercise every day. People come, they have questions, they type it in the chat, and we expandle it together. And everybody just ends up being like, oh, I have no problems. So then you can use
How does it get any
all
better?
your energy to create something fun for yourself, or create your business, or create connections with your relationships, or just live your life instead of having to struggle so much.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, how does it get
I
any
have
better?
one more question.
Yes.
I have one more question. When I do this expansion exercise alone, when I'm doing it all by myself, when I expand, I start tapping into other people's universes. Like, I become aware of so many other realities, other people who are around me. So, how to avoid that while expanding?
Oh, go further out. Go further out.
Okay.
How
And
big
so that
would
is
you have to expand to have the awareness of you?
okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yep.
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
This is Yuvika. I have a question for you.
Okay.
So I have been pulling and expanding since a few days. Not every day, but almost every day. So I have found this pattern that I have these days, which is one day I am super spacious. I have an expanded space and I'm all possibility driven and just super enthusiastic with what I'm creating in my business. And then another day, I just wake up with so much funk and uh, there's a lot of stuckness. So the days which have stuckness are more, and it's just not going away. I mean, it goes away one day. Again, I feel very possibility oriented. Again, I go back to the stuckness, and this is happening especially when so I host a talk show. My talk show is ready now. I'm raising sponsorship for it, so this is the time when I'm generating cash and money, like I'm approaching companies for that purpose. So because the money inflow is concerned, I think there I am going in a lot of stuckness. So what do I do in that case?
Well, this is a perfect example of I have all this stuff and I don't know how to figure it out. And so we would, as a group, expand and expandle all of our problems and all of our issues and all of our concerns and all of our points of view. And then we get to a certain place and it all just goes. And the thing is, when you wake up in the morning and you feel that funk, like all of us do, there are days when you wake up happy and there are days when you don't. But the days when you don't, what are you aware of? Is that you? Is that your energy? Or is that you being aware of all kinds of other things? So going into question and expanding beyond it. How far would you have to expand to have your reality?
Mm. Can we do an expansion exercise on this call also?
I can do a mini one, yes. And if anybody would like, I have a free group on Facebook that I've done an expanding exercise every Monday for the last like 4 or 5 years. So there's tons of them there and on my YouTube. But I'll do it really quick, unless there's any other questions. No other questions? Okay. So put your hands somewhere on your body, on your lap, your chest. Just get present with your body. Check in. Hello, body. What's going on? And lower your barriers to perceiving, knowing, receiving. and being with your body. Notice how all of a sudden it got a little bit quiet. This is presence. Now begin to expand your awareness beyond your body, filling the space of the room that you're in. And then sometimes your body takes a nice breath of relief. And then go beyond the walls, beyond the ceiling, down into the earth. And continue going in all directions as far as you can expand. It's not something you do with your mind. You just ask and you be it. See how far you can expand in all directions. Can you expand to the edges of your country? Can you expand all the way around the world and through the planet? Can you expand off the surface of the planet, beyond the moon and the stars, throughout the entire universe? Now from this space, notice how there's no thoughts in your head. This is the space where you can start to ask for what you'd like to have show up in your life. So let's ask for something. What would you like to ask for? Ask and then let it go. And get something else. Ask and then let it go. And one more thing. Ask and then let it go. What energy, space, and consciousness can we be to receive from the universe that which we are asking? Everything that doesn't allow right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pockle, 9 shorts, boys and meows. Now, how does your body feel? Is it more spacious, more tingly, more alive? And how's your head space? Is your head space clearer? What would it be like to function from and not have to pull yourself back in to focus? It's just a choice. And it takes practice, building the muscle. Well, thank you. Thank you for playing. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for watching. And what else is possible? So the Expandle It class is coming up Monday in California, Monday, April, what is it? 12th, for a week. It's $35 and there's country pricing. And we're going to do it every day. And then on the final day, we're going to do a Zoom and have everybody get together. So this is going to be in a Facebook group that's private, and then we'll do a Zoom at the end. And if you like, come and play. All right. If there's nothing else, I will see you next time. Thanks, Seema.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.